It's Friday, July 6th. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. You know, none of you have guessed what this sign behind me is about yet. And I'm going to give you another day. Somebody out there ought to know. It's really a huge icon from the 80s and early 90s. And I know some of you out there have seen this sign. Anyway, if nobody guesses in the next day tomorrow, I'll tell you where it's from. My friend Daryl on YouTube says, I have an issue. I was raised in a Christian family until I was put into foster care at the age of 14. I became more rebellious, and Christianity is all I know. I hate the ideas of conformity and order, but those are things that are theological aspects of Christianity. I care about others. I'm not into self-worship. I want to be a Christian because I believe there is a God, but it's hard being a rebel and a Christian. I went to church wearing a metal band t-shirt. It didn't end up well. Daryl, all I can say is welcome to the family. You know, I've been a little rebellious all of my life, and more than one church has looked down its nose at me for the way that I dress, the way that I look, whatever. But I want to correct a couple things that you said. You said that conformity and order are theological aspects of Christianity. And I don't think that's true. If anything, the Bible celebrates diversity. We're not all alike. God didn't create all of us exactly alike. He created us very different. But that's what love is all about, because even though we're very different, we come together in our love and our unity of the faith. That's what it's all about. So, Daryl, let me encourage you in a couple things. The worst thing you can do is to conform to what somebody else thinks you ought to look like. Because, you know, it'll change again in 5 or 10 years. It really will. You know, when I grew up, it was a horrible thing for women to wear pants to church. Also, many churches believed that the color red was something that prostitutes wore. And so women didn't wear red, didn't wear any red clothes or dresses to church. Or makeup. Many churches believed that makeup was of the devil. And then, of course, some of the ultra-charismatic Pentecostal movement came in, and there was too much makeup in church, in my opinion. But, you know, we've gone through all of these things, and in music, we've done the same thing. You know, we say, well, you know, the hymns are the accepted music of the church, and yet, when a lot of those hymns were introduced in church, they were actually barroom songs put to with Christian lyrics, and people really protested in those days. Today, they're in our hymnals. You see, it has nothing to do with theology. It has everything to do with custom. And it has a whole lot to do with just people's taste. You know, what's been handed down, tradition. So you're not held responsible for somebody else's tradition. You know, that's the greatest thing about Christianity. Falling in love with Jesus Christ and being an individual. Now, I have obviously a lot of tattoos. I have a lot of piercings. I have long hair, I have the beard, I have all of those things that a lot of churches really frown on. But you know what? It's never hindered my walk with the Lord. It's hindered my fellowship with some Christians who believe there's a certain way you have to look being a Christian, but it's not all of them. And I have to tell you that even though I have fought through the years with some Christians that tell me how to look like them, I've really enjoyed the diversity of Christianity and really being very accepted by most people these days. So, Daryl, my suggestion to you is dig into your faith. Get to know Jesus Christ. Don't be daunted by those churches that don't want to accept you for who you are. If you're trying to go to a church that doesn't like you for who you are, there's other churches around. Find one where you feel comfortable, where you feel like you can be nurtured and you can celebrate your faith. Isn't it great, folks, that we have diversity? that we don't have to be stuck all being exactly alike, that there are a lot of different kinds of Christians all over the world. I like that part. God bless you. Have a great day.